Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. Well, today is one of those days where the postmen and the delivery services have all been busy dropping boxes at the shop. And so we're going to take a look at what's come in. We're going to take a look at the reels themselves, which ones will become the subject of videos. Try and do a little bit of history while we're at it, and well, understand what's on the agenda in the coming week or so. So the first one actually comes in from Richard, and Richard is in Pennsylvania. Well, that's our neighboring state. And let's see what Richard's kind of brought into the shop for the day, and well, what we'll be working on. If you like to learn about fishing reel service and repair, if you like to understand how reels are made, how they're serviced, and how you keep them fishing for a long time to come, well, the answer is in doing a subscription. The subscription doesn't cost you anything. You simply hit that button below, and that button will kind of give you a look into what I'm working on in the shop, and well, which ones we're going to feature as videos, so that if you would like to learn them or learn about them, you'll be able to find that way to do that. Well, looks like Richard has sent in a Mitchell 308. This was kind of the reel for freshwater fishing back in the day, called an ultralight. I think if I remember the conversation, there's a couple of things going on here, but I guess it's the bail trip on the one. So there's a couple of things that work on this bail trip. One of them, interestingly enough, is probably what's going on here. This bail trip should form the letter Z, and it should be parallel to the frame. Well, we see that this has gotten all bent down and pushed out and over. So this thing really should be lifted up pretty significantly. Well, how does that happen? It happens by wear. And, well, sometimes we can get lucky and just grab a vise or a pliers or something, remove it, pull it up, and straighten it out. Sometimes it needs to be replaced. But what's happening here is when you go to do that, it's not springing. Well, I can see because it's rubbing on the bottom of the inset here that's been cut out to do that. So we should be able to get this one back going simply by straightening that up. If we don't, we'll have to find a replacement part for that. Well, that's probably what's making a tick, tick, tick too. I'm feeling a tick, tick, tick in here in the frame itself. So we'll see what we can do to get that one back to Richard, get that one working as quick as we can. All right, next one comes in from David. Dave's sent quite a few reels in. Dave's out of Michigan. Last one he sent in was it's an absolute beauty. It was a Daiwa Tournament SS, and it was in very nice condition. And I was never quite surprised with the quality of the reels he sent in. And this time around, we have another spinning reel. Let's see what this one is. Okay, so this one is a Daiwa Emblem S 2000. I always test the reels when they come in. I want to make sure that they are working the way they should. We have all the features and functions. Easy flip. I think this one's probably just in for service. I'll connect with David just to make sure. That's a beautiful reel. I do not have a video of that one that I am aware of in my library, so I think we'll do a video on how to service this one, how it was made, and so forth, as part of the service that I do for David. Again, if you like these videos, if you want to see them when they are published, if I am going to be publishing one of those, then that subscription is the best way to do that. All right, let's see. This one's coming in from North Carolina. Comes in from Michael. I think Michael just sent me a reel in earlier. It says the reel won't release the spool. However, if I take off the cover, it does. Okay. It sounds like a baitcaster issue. Baitcasters seem to have the issue with free spool release. And after a while, you kind of understand the mechanics of it. That's what I try to show you in the videos that I do. This appears to be a baitcaster. It's an Abu. It's an Ambassador. And let's see what's going on. He says the spool won't release. Okay, so we have an issue in the trip lever of this reel. That's probably why it won't release, it won't go down. And well, we'll have to figure out why it is that failed. This reel is in beautiful condition. I can't imagine what's gone on here other than somebody may have taken it apart and somehow caused an issue with that. So we'll certainly get on top of that for Michael and make sure that this reel gets out there and serviced again. I have all the confidence in the world that that one will be repaired and will be given a second chance. Well, we get quite a variety, and we get quite a variety of where the reels come from. And the next one we've seen so far, Pennsylvania, and we've seen North Carolina and Michigan. Now we're at the great state of Nevada, Las Vegas, Nevada for sure. And I always find that it's interesting when the reels make that cross-country trip. So let's see what we have coming in for us here. We have one big reel, very interesting. It is a Penn Senator. This is the Penn Senator 113H, which is the 4.0 Senator. And Las Vegas, Nevada. Where do you use a 4.0 Senator in Las Vegas, Nevada? Land sharks. No, that was a joke. Bad joke, too. All right, 4.0 Senator. Well, there's plenty of Penn Senators in my library. If you need to learn about them, by all means, please jump into the library. Take a look. You'll find one of those among the 2,000 videos that I've published, and I'm sure it will guide you along the way. If you have any questions, maybe you are working on a reel and you're stuck, you're trying to figure out why the reel doesn't go back together. Maybe an example of that would be the one Michael just sent in on the Abu Ambassador. Maybe you've had a reel apart, you put it back together again, and now it won't work. Leave those questions in the comment section. I do try to provide a forum with answers on how to do the repairs, the servicing, and in some cases just simply help you out if you're stuck on a particular reel. And if you leave them in the comment section, I will try to answer those and help you with that. Well, this one comes in from Steve from New York. How do you like that? Two neighbors this time around. Sometimes we get them far and away and never anything close. Today we've got some neighbors in Pennsylvania and New York. If I remember, Steve, this may be a Newell reel. And now I got a handful of parts. Those must be the real parts that come along with this. I was wondering when you pack something and the things fall out. And there's another one. So looks like there's 3 or 4 handles and a spool adjuster. So I'm going to have to find out what's going on here. And we have a Stella. So this is a Shimano Stella that somehow got a problem. It's very tight. I'm not sure what's going on there. So we'll have to do a little bit more work. He's asking if we can service this, upgrade this, and look to replace the bearings. And he'd like to know if I make this a YouTube video. All right, well, maybe we will. I know that I don't have a Stella, I don't believe a Stella 6000F in my video library. There's something that's really stuck up in this reel. I'm not quite sure what it is, but we're going to do our best to figure that out and get this one back out there to Steve. Well, have an exciting set of reels to work on this week. I'm looking forward to doing them. I'm looking forward to making the videos, and hopefully you're looking forward to viewing them. Before I leave, I want to thank our first responders, our police, fire, safety, rescue, everybody involved in keeping us out of harm's way. I appreciate what it is that you do day in and day out in the interests of public safety. Also want to thank you, the viewers, for watching and helping make this channel what it is. I appreciate your comments, your suggestions, and your watching. This is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle, wishing everybody a great day.